can often be the reaction when people watch a business video. So here are our 10 top tips to create the best talking head videos.
Firstly, you want to ditch the script. There's nothing that's going to make you sound more like an automaton than reading from an auto cue or reading lines back in your own mind.
So instead, write down a few bullet points and then just talk to the camera. You're the expert, you know what to say, so just say it.
Number 2, be prepared to fail. If in your talking head video you... Number 2, be prepared to fail. If in your talking head video... Number 2, be prepared to fail. The best way to approach doing a talking head video is to go in thinking you're not going to get it right in the first take. And trust us, you won't.
If you're prepared to fail, you're already one step closer to making the best talking head videos. And you might even enjoy it.
If you really want to come across as human, genuine, and completely spontaneous, then you need to try Panto Mode.
Panto Mode is you giving it all you've got. It's you at 120% where you really express yourself and go over the top.
Then, watch that take back, noticing just how hard it is to look ridiculous. It turns out that the camera sucks so much life out of you, you've got to put a lot back. Then take the best parts of that take and use it again. And that's how you're going to make a great talking head video.
Chunks. So you've got to talk to the camera for 90 seconds, but you can't read. How on earth do you remember everything?
Well, you break it into chunks.
Every time there's a new piece of information, you cut, you move the camera further away or closer to you, and then you start again. We've been doing this the whole time. Sneaky.
Okay, maybe not that close, just go back a bit. But the point is, it wakes the viewer up, it keeps the energy high, and there's a good chance your viewer will watch it for longer.
Number 5, length. Talking heads are a simplified form of digital communication. Basically, keep it short. If you're making a promo, don't go above 90 seconds. Ideally, 40 seconds.
The only exception to this is selling quantum physics to toddlers. In that case, you can go on a bit longer.
Hello, quantum physics for toddlers. Certainly, madam, if you just bear with me for 1 second. That brings us on to number 6, text and images. You see, just standing there talking to a camera can be pretty unengaging. You need to add text and images to back up what's being said. Oh, well, he's already done the beginner course. Well, maybe I'd recommend string theory.
The amazing thing about text is that it's impossible not to read. I mean, you just read that. And that.
When people see, hear, and read, they suck up all your information, and it will keep that all-important engagement figure really high. Adding text and graphics to the video will also help people understand your message and make it super clear.
The intro. You've got to put the most effort into your introduction. People are browsing and they are so uninspired with most of what they're watching. The trick is, when they hit play on your video, you need to slap them around the chops with something interesting and get them going.
We call this a shopper's pivot. It could be a metaphor to sum up the whole video, or just something that makes the viewer go, where's this going?
Multi-person talking head video. We found that the quickest way to raise the energy of your video is to use lots of team members and cut between them during a conversation.
Just like this. Now, number 9, entertain. If you're planning on being very matter-of-fact and just telling people exactly what it is you do in a particularly dull tone, they're not going to want to watch any further.
This is the way to show off the personality and culture of your company. And that is what people have been buying for years. Do this properly and you'll stand head and shoulders above your competition.
And lastly, number 10, your logo. You see, your logo is not every viewer's dream. You don't want it to take up 5 seconds or 4 seconds or 3 seconds at the beginning of your video. If you insist on having it, just make it flash up for 1 split second. They know where they are, they can see it on your site.
And because we love you so much, we're going to give you a bonus tip. Number 11 is call to action. Make sure that your call to action is just rammed up against the last thing that you say.